Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be giving my kind of first impressions on the latest release from Phlur, and this is Afterglow. This is so beautiful, cute colors, making me think of like end of summer vibes. So if you are interested in my first impressions on this fragrance, just keep on watching. So let's talk about Phlur's latest fragrance, Afterglow. And I did receive this fragrance in PR, but you guys know I am always honest with my opinions because fragrance is such a personal thing. So this is for someone. I will let you know if this is for me or who this might be for. Before I begin, let's see what they have to say about this fragrance. So here is the picture that they have for this fragrance. So beautiful. I love these pictures that they do of fragrances. It is one of my favorite things to look at, is like what images they come out with, and the campaign and how it looks is my favorite thing. So here's the description for Afterglow. Feel the rush. Afterglow is the scent of instant chemistry, capturing the spark and thrill of a first crush. Bursts of citrus and apricot awaken the senses. Ambrette and lavender milk soften the moment, and warm amber and cashmere woods leave a magnetic, lingering glow. I was inspired by the spark of a first connection, the kind that lingers in the air like static. It's warm and alive, a mix of anticipation and ease. The moment of charged stillness that's soft and intimate is what I wanted to capture. And this was said by Clement Gavery, which is Afterglow Master Perfumer. And the olfactive family is Woody Amber, which I did classify this scent right away as a woody scent, but it's like a sheer woody scent. And I'm going to go ahead and read the main accords, but first let me show you the bottle. So the bottle is like this beautiful mauve pink shade. Love the bottle. So the main accords for Afterglow are woody, amber, musky, lactonic, floral, powdery, sweet, coconut, balsamic, and fruity. So my first impression of this fragrance, I'm gonna read my notes. I wrote, this was okay, but I didn't love it at first sniff. I didn't go crazy over it. So when I received it, I sprayed it. I was like, this is okay, but I wasn't like in love with it. Put it back in the box and put it with the rest of my PR, because I usually do PR unboxings. And when I took it out for the unboxing, I had already sprayed it out a couple times. It had been sitting. It completely changed. I started picking up more of the coconut in it, and I started to get more of like this creamy vibe. So when it first opens up, it's not as creamy as it starts to get when it starts to dry down. In the opening, you get a juicy, fruity, bright opening. I pick up on the apricot for sure, but it isn't a synthetic apricot that gets cloying really fast. It happens a lot with peach too. It smells like peach rings, and it kind of gets annoying after a while. This feels more realistic. It doesn't feel synthetic to me. It is brightened up by the citruses, and then it slips into a musk mixed in with a smooth lactonic touch. The lavender also keeps an aromatic feeling throughout this fragrance. It does calm down more towards the mid. So when it first opens up, I feel like the citruses are there, the lavender is there, giving you like this aromatic feel to the fragrance, but then that starts to go away and the more creamy coconut starts coming through, making it a little bit more dense while still being a musk and also rounding it out and making it smooth. In the dry down, I get something that reminds me of Ariana Grande's Cloud, but then kind of like this would be like her older sister that has a little bit more details to it, a little bit more complex than Cloud in my opinion, but there's something that kind of reminds me of it. This is a skin scent, and it is perfect for daily wear. Like you can literally wear this anywhere. Something that you could pick up to go on a date, to go to the gym, to run errands, to wear as your daily scent, to wear to bed, because it's more of like a personal scent, which I have been noticing that those are being released so much more. We're getting a lot of like second skin type of scents, which I love so much. So yeah, this perfume is just perfect for every day, running errands, lunch, shopping. But like I said, you can also wear this for dinner or out in the evening, but it won't be a fill the room type of perfume. Overall, Afterglow is a very nice name for this fragrance because I feel like it's just that scent where it's an afterglow. I get it. It's not in your face. It's not cloying. It's not sharp. It's not doing too much. And it just leaves this beautiful scent that I feel like someone would want to get close to you some more and smell some more, because it is pretty inviting. So for my first impressions, I would say that this gives a woodsy light amber touch, enough for me to not be overpowering, because amber for me can go wrong so quick, and it's one of my most hated notes. But when done right, it smells really beautiful. And it's sweet, it's creamy, there's coconut, and it is a musky fragrance. The coconut is not a beachy coconut in my opinion, but you do get a lot of the creaminess of the coconut, and it does have a slight, maybe it's just the apricot mixing in with the coconut, that it does give it a little bit of like a fruity sweet touch to it, but it's not too strong because of that musk and second skin feeling that it has. So who is this fragrance for? I would say this is for the skin scent lover like myself. This is for musk lovers, woodsy lovers, people that love amber scents. Just don't expect like a super strong amber. Anyone looking for a signature daily scent, a bedtime scent, a lounge scent, something that you can wear around the house and it won't feel like too much. Even a scent to wear to work. You want this to be a scent where the ones that you love, the ones that come in for a hug, are the ones that are just going to be like, you smell good. That's always great. So who do I think this fragrance is not for? I would say that this is not for someone who's looking for a sensual, dark, mysterious scent. If you're looking for a scent that fills in the room, if you're looking for a scent that kind of announces you before you even get to the room, this is not the one. If you're looking for a more serious perfume or a more strong floral or white floral or like a department store type of perfumey scent, this is not the one. This is for the skin scent lovers. So yeah, this one is not like a super sexy, this is just not that girl. Like, it's not loud sexy. This is like, she's sensual, but it's more like she naturally smells sensual like that. That's what this gives. It's giving like natural second skin sensual vibes. I get it, because she just met someone, she had a crush. Makes sense. So right now, if I had to give Afterglow from a 1 to a 10 rating, I would give it an 8. Actually, I would give it like a 7. It's not a scent where I'm going crazy over, but I can see this turning into a scent that I really like and wear. I love skin scents, I love coconut. I want to see what this is going to smell like in warmer weather, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 I would say. So now that I gave you guys my thoughts, I would love it if you left a purple or pink heart in the comment section to see who made it to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for your love and support, and let me know if you guys have tried this fragrance, how you feel about it, if you like it, if you didn't like it, or if you're interested in trying it. So with that said, that is going to be my first impression / review on Phlur's latest release, Afterglow. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic. And if fellas did, I finesse it. Take my pen and write some love letters to heaven.